everybody, today we're going to be looking at the 2021 Ford Expedition Max. We've had this car now for almost a year and a half. We're going to look at some things that I like the comfort, the safety features, the heated steering wheel, the smooth drive, and the parking assistance helps. And maybe some things I don't like about it, like the wireless charging, the heated captain's chairs, and the no-hands liftgate. Let's dive in. Here you can have 3 different seat programmings. The nice thing about the seat programs is that it also adjusts the mirrors when it adjusts the seats on these programs. Okay, the next thing over here is this button here opens the back, and then this puts the third row down, so you don't have to actually get out and put the third row down. Okay, so here's the parking brake, but this button is something I love. It actually moves the brake and gas pedals in the car forward or backward, which for me is super awesome because I'm short, and so I like to be able to see, over the dashboard and still reach the pedals. So this is really convenient. This one also comes with a trailer backup system. This is really awesome. Basically, instead of having to turn the wheel, you turn the knob the direction you want the trailer to go, and then the steering wheel will turn the direction it needs to go in order to make that happen. So here we have all the driving stuff. This is a knob that actually changes it from park to reverse, etc. This is the drive mode. This is how you change it to eco mode, plus also 4-wheel drive and all that stuff. This also has self-parking, and that's what these 2 buttons do. Basically, you pick which type of parking you want to do, whether it's parallel or a regular parking spot. The car will move forward till it finds a spot, and then it'll back the car into that spot. This is just one big pocket, which I'm not crazy about, but I do like the coin slots here, and then also the card slots there, so that's cool. I don't think I mentioned this yet. We've got here heated and cooled seats, as well as the heated steering wheel, which I think is my favorite part. This is something I don't really like about the car. This is the wireless charging station, and it is just designed pretty poorly. Let me show you what I mean. Try and stick it in this way. You can see it it won't go down. So yeah. So then let's try sticking it in nose first. We'll stick it in nose first, and now it's stuck and it doesn't slide down, and when it's like that, it won't charge. So then you just kind of have to wiggle it in there. It's just not the greatest system. Here are the camera angles. This 360 angle here is really nice when I'm pulling into a parking spot or up to a curb, so that I can see where I am and compared to the edges. And then this front camera is awesome when I'm pulling into the garage, so I don't hit the back wall. And then if you get close, you get a visual and a beep. So that's really nice. I know how close I am getting to the end of the garage. So these are the all-weather mats. We actually got the Ford brand ones, and I really do prefer the WeatherTech ones because you can see up here, they don't go all the way up over the carpet back up in there, and I really hate that. It's super frustrating having to vacuum up there because, with the rubber mats, it comes off pretty easily. Vacuuming the carpet is hard, and vacuuming up there is super frustrating for me. So I definitely prefer the WeatherTech ones to these ones. Okay, so back of the car, heated captain's chairs, which would be really cool if my 3 children didn't fight over the 2 heated seats, because the third row back there is not heated. Here we have USB and USB-C, just like in the front, as well as this plug, which I think is super awesome. And then we have media controls here, as well as heat in the back here too, separate from the front. Back here we have controls for leaning the seat forward and back, so they do recline. So this is sitting straight up, and then that is reclined all the way back. And then over here, some more USBs and cup holders. Gas door is really convenient. You just push on it, it pops open. No gas cap, which is great. Okay, so let's talk about the trunk. First of all, it's supposed to have a no-hands opening system, which I cannot get to work unless I don't want it to, like when I have bikes on the back of the car. It's never worked for me when I've done it purposefully, only when I don't want it to. So that's frustrating. Take a look down here. This actually comes with a hitch cover. This is for, you know, trailer plugs and everything. Oh, see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, now that the trunk is open, let's take a look back here. Here's the controls for putting down the seats in the back. The trunk space is not very big. It's actually, when the seats are reclined, it's the same size as our Pilot was back here. And when the seats are sitting straight up, it's only slightly bigger. So I'm actually really disappointed with the size of the trunk space. Okay, so here's the trunk space. There is storage down here, which is pretty good. Not too bad. I mean, it's a very tiny storage area. And then another little storage area here. Also not super big. Then this thing actually folds open and is supposed to create like a second shelf. See, a shelf here, which we've never used. Honestly, I'm not sure what you'd use it for, but it does do that. So there's that. And then that shelf thing hooks on over here. Okay. So yeah, somebody comment if you think there's something that would be useful with that. So yeah, trunk space, a little disappointing. Okay, next thing is this. This is the push button to close and open the trunk, and you can actually set the door here to a certain height. I'm short, so I have it set pretty short, but I think that's a cool feature. So I do like this glove box feature here. There's a little tiny one there, and then another one there. So here we have heated mirrors and blind spot monitoring. And last but not least, we have the moonroof. I think they call the giant sunroofs a moonroof. Anyway, so that is our Ford Expedition Max. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want one? What are your feelings? What are your thoughts? What are your questions? Leave them down below in the comments. Hope this was helpful, and happy travels.